Welcome to Anime Impact versus the hate comments. I'm just playing. No, but today we're going to be talking about the hate comments that I received in my last video. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a long time. A lot of people have been asking me time and time again, hey man, when are you going to make a video talking about the hate comments? Because some of them are very funny. Some of them are like people that are extremely, really triggered by what you say. When are you going to address some of these hate comments? Most of these come in my rant videos, but I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and make one now because I just feel like, you know, the time is right. I'm in a good mood. Let's go ahead and have some fun with this. Now, keep in mind, some of these comments are some of them are probably more serious than the others. Some of them are just straight up trolling. Some of them are just downright misunderstanding and hilarious. But we're going to try and address every single one of these that I found. I quickly ran through the 200 plus comments that we got in my last video where I was talking about the cards that may need nerfed. And so I grabbed a few of them, and I didn't grab them all because it would have took too long. But yeah. But before we even start getting into that, I want you guys to go ahead, look at the background image here on the video, and you'll see a certain character that's completely going straight up savage. He's going evil, right? Now, he's from a certain series, from a certain episode, and of course, he has a certain name. I want you to go into the comment section below as soon as you see this. Type in the name, the episode, what series it's from, and what your Discord name is from our Discord in the description below. And if you have not joined yet, go ahead and do so. And if you do, I'm taking the first 10 people that I see answer it all correctly, and I'm going to give you the next level gamer role in the Discord so you can get that baby blue color and stand out amongst your peers in our Discord. So definitely go ahead and do that below before we get started. Alright, let's jump in. So you'll see our first comment we're going to be talking about here is by Rising Lotus Wind. He says this guy loves to whine. And as you can see by the 11 likes, this guy's got a nice little hate squad going here. A little hate nest, if you will. Now, what's very funny is the fact that this was commented on a video that was a discussion video. I think people really need to understand the difference between a discussion video and somebody just downright complaining and bitching and moaning like I usually do in my rant videos. But that's what the purpose of the rant video is for, right? That's what everybody loves to hear. That's the entertainment value. But this was actually a discussion video. So I'm just very curious how somebody can compare whining with discussing. I don't know. It's 2018 and I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? But yes, that was from Rising Lotus Wind. Again, I have no idea what the hell he was talking about, but hey, that's just a theory. I'm just let's move to the next one. Alright, so the next one, now this one's really good. This one's by Magician. Are you a competitive player? Question mark. A lot of players whine about this or that deck, this or that card, but this is a strategic game. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Did you just say Duel Links is a strategic game? Nani? Okay, moving on. Only real players don't whine. So apparently every player that's ever complained in this game is a bot, confirmed, because Magician knows everything. Because they know how to counter everything every season. You can counter everything every season? Somebody please tell me the trick to this. Oh wait, I can't because I'm not a magician. Alright, let's keep going. This is a good meta. Balance is the MPP skill. The MPV. I think he meant MVP. Obviously, our magician did not go to Hogwarts to learn English, but it's fine. The dude's making up words, MPV, it's all good. I know what he meant to say. I know I'm taking it out of context, and I know it's just a grammar error, but it's still funny nonetheless. This give for both player a good hand. So you're saying because of a skill that automatically gives you the right correct hand, that's a strategic game. And that's good for the game. Okay. I got it. A good hand, a balanced hand, administra resources. Of course, he messed that up too. And thing about every turn, define who I'll win the game. This is play Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the meta, the best player win. Well, for one, this is Duel Links, and usually some of the duels are defined and decided right off the bat by coin toss. Or just the right matchup. It doesn't really have anything to do, honestly, at the end of the day, sometimes with the best player winning. Sometimes the best player winning does decide who wins, especially if you're playing a long, dragged-out game, but that does not happen very often in Duel Links, because Duel Links is really dictated right now heavily by people running the same back row in almost every goddamn deck, which kind of led to our discussion video in the first place, which a lot of people that were hating, especially some in these comments, completely misunderstood that fact altogether. But let's keep going. Again, our fellow magician from Hogwarts did not go there for English. Maybe English isn't his first language. I don't know. But enough memeing the guy. Thanks for that comment, sir. Alright. Now we have Amy. Amy has been around on the channel for quite a while. She loves to troll me and troll other players, fellow YouTubers, and even in our Discord and on my own channel on mostly all my rant videos. Well, that I can think of recently anyway. Basically, this video is about how you want to counter cards for your deck to be limited. Your suggestions will make the game less balanced. Okay, Amy. For one, what deck am I supposedly running that I'm trying to banish everything to be limited for myself? For one, Amy, most of the cards that I talked about in that video were banning some of the more powerful trap cards. Now, if you've been following this channel for a long time, you know that I'm a stall burn player. I love to run extra before it was, of course, nerfed. I was very well known for that. That was my cup of tea. That was my baby, right? So, me being a very heavy stall and burn player, I would love for those traps to stay in the game, right? Wrong. I still want them to be nerfed. So, Amy, I don't know what in the F you're absolutely talking about here. But yes, if I wanted the deck to be limited in that way, I would be choosing other cards that actually hurt those traps instead of wanting those traps to be gone. So that makes no sense, especially when I play a different deck almost all the time. I don't actually have a defined deck here on the channel. Extra was my thing. When they killed it off, I now play anything. I played some post-Amazonas at the end of the season last month and a month before that. I've played Boojins this month. I like to play a lot of new and different things. I played some Sylvans. I've played Furhires, I've played Mermails, I'm trying to get into some Drag Unity right now. So I'm playing a bunch of different things. I've played Ubel Mill. I love doing that deck too. That was kind of fun. Because I'm a burn stall type of player. So for me to come out and say some of these traps need to go, you know I'm being serious. So Amy, I have no flipping idea actually what you're talking about. But thanks for the hate anyway. Much appreciated as always. I'm sure I'll see you in the next rant video. Alright, so we got Ramon Tarot. I don't know if I said that name right, but he says, or she said, you know, it's 2018, who knows. Laugh aloud. You want so-called healthy game when you don't realize that there will always be meta decks in each season. Of course there's going to be a meta deck in every season. All you're doing is complaining about the best cards in each meta. How am I complaining about the best cards in each meta when I would have to probably quite literally talk about dozens of cards over the past 2 years if we were talking about every card in every meta? WTF, if you're going to do that, you'll be complaining forever until you die. Well, I'm pretty sure that it's human nature to complain about almost everything that goes wrong in your life, or things that you see that are wrong or misconstrued or just incorrect that you love to see corrected, especially if it's for a game that you play passionately and you love to see it succeed. So yes, you will complain about it, and you will complain about it forever and ever, and that's just the way human nature goes. So I don't know how that really is going to change. It probably never will. That's just human nature. We're always going to stand up for things that we feel that are just done injustice, and you know, we just want to see it be corrected and fixed and live on. But we all, you know, you guys know what I'm saying here. There will always going to be the best cards in any meta. You can ban one card, the next best card becomes a cancerous. It's pointless to complain, just accept it and go along with it or quit the game. So I really get so pissed off when I see people always throw the quit the game. How about you quit the fucking game or quit watching me? That'd be a better option. Oh yeah. But anyways, so people throwing the whole comment around, quit the game. So if everybody listened to people that did that, there would be no player base. I mean, let's be honest here. So yes, quitting the game is not going to solve a damn thing. And people always confuse complaining about the game for the better with people just straight up being toxic, saying, oh, fuck everything, fuck the competitive players, fuck the casuals, fuck the free-to-plays, fuck the whales, fuck everything. We don't want this, you know, this is all just junk. Or, you know, that is what a cancerous person does. What I'm doing is actually going in here and dissecting the game for what it is and pointing out the issues, and a majority of people agree, and I'm glad to have that support from you guys, so thank you guys so much. But we do have the select few people like this that absolutely do not know what the hell they're even talking about, nor do they even understand what I'm saying, because they don't take the time to actually break down everything I'm saying and look at it from my perspective as well as others. They're only looking at it from their own point of view and just saying, you know what, quit bitching, just quit the game. Like, I really hate people like that just want you to quit the game, because if you listen to those people, there would be no player base, there would be no better game, and the game would just always be stagnant and stale and, you know, as is, and not get any better, because everybody would just stay status quo and no changes would be made. So never listen to people that tell you to quit a game. You know, you make that decision for yourself. Nobody else can make it for you. So keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, what he's talking about makes no sense, for one, because even the TCG bans and limits cards that cause issues and disruptions within the metas. And they do that consistently every so often, every single year. They do it multiple times a year. So for somebody that wants to talk from, it sounds to me like he comes from a TCG background, that makes no fucking sense. But anyways, let's go to the next one. Alright. Seth One Roth, I don't know if it's Sephiroth, I don't know if that's what he's trying to pull there with the 1986. So this guy's older than me, if that's actually his date of birth, or her date of birth, you know, again. You need to be banned and slapped. Go show the rest of the world to fuck Duel Links. It's like you'll get rich off showing this. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Seth. You did contribute to the 1 penny that I earned off your comment. So thank you so much, bro. And 99 more of those, and I can go buy a candy bar. So thank you. Leave me 99 more of those hate comments, bro, and I will go buy a candy bar in your honor. Matter of fact, I'll make it to where it fits your comment, and I'll buy a payday. There you go. I'll go get myself a payday with all the nuts and enjoy it just for you, sir, or ma'am, whatever. But the whole banning me and slapping me part, I don't know, man. I don't know. Banning me and slapping me, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I may enjoy the slap, though. I'm not gonna lie. Might get a little bit kinky up in here, turn the heat up a little bit. You know, who knows what happened? One thing leads to another. But banning, interesting. Yes, banning me would be a good option, because then I could get some good sleep. I haven't slept good in about 2 years now. So, I mean, you know what? I wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad, to be honest. But go show the rest of the world to fuck Duel Links. I don't even know what that means. How do I show the world how to fuck Duel Links? Does Duel Links actually have genitals? I mean, can Duel Links actually be fucked? Is there a way to bend Duel Links over, or can Duel Links come down on you? I don't know how that works. I'm sure Sephiroth can tell you, though. Ask him in the comment section below. 1986. I mean, he's been around a while. He should know these things. I sure as hell don't. Alright, so we got Adrian Pinder. Now, this comment's really hilarious. Wait till you guys get into this one. You want back row and back row removal hit. What the fuck? I don't know what back row removal, though, that I actually said to get hit. Because I did bring up the Cyclones, but I said that they both have internal issues already that have restrictions to where they really don't need to be touched. And I was referring to Cosmic Cyclone and Galaxy Cyclone. So, somebody obviously didn't even pay attention to the video yet again. Canadian is a good card to avoid OTK. It is really a good card, but not OP. If it was not for Canadian, OTK would be even more relevant, no ban. And you'll notice that he says no ban for all of these. I don't know if he was like actually thinking that I said to ban everything, or if he was confusing banning with limiting. I have no idea. But he said no ban in almost every section of this post. So I have no idea what the absolute fuck he's actually on about. But removing Canadian to stop OTKs, well, let's think about the most OTK potent deck right now in the game, and that would be definitely D heroes. And I did bring up hits to D heroes so they cannot OTK you all that often. So I already justified hitting Canadian for all the various reasons that I mentioned, with, you know, basically helping Synchros actually maintain its presence and be viable in this game, which they should be, because that's what Konami's trying to really push to a lot of the newer players that want to play Synchros, which they cannot do right now thanks to cards like Floodgate and Canadian. So I gave you valid points on why they need to be hit, and people are also misjudging what a nerf even is. They act like just because a card's nerfed, they can no longer use a card ever again. That's bullshit. It took 3 nerfs for Amazonas to even slow down, and people are still trying to run the deck. People are still trying to run Fur Hires, and they also been hit. Just because you nerf a card does not mean that card is just absolutely never going to be used again. It's almost like people are confusing a ban and a nerf, and that misunderstanding is really causing a lot of people to say some dumb shit. So, guys, girls, in-betweeners, and outer spacers, please understand, when I say a card needs to be semi-limited or limited, that does not mean, oh, that card can never be used again. Imagine if you're running a D-Hero deck, right, and nothing else was, just to say hypothetical, nothing else in the deck was nerfed. You could still run your 2 copies of Canadia, right, and you'd be good to go. You would have to lose your Celestials, of course, unless you want to run one of each, because they'll both be on a semi-limited list. But it's not like, oh, you can never run a Canadia again. That card can never enter your deck. It's gone for good. Now, if you also hit Mass Change, then yes, then you will lose your Canadia, because there's no way you're going to drop all your Mass Changes, and you're also going to lose your Celestial, and not going to run one of each. Well, maybe you could shed Mass Charge, but now think of it from a stall deck perspective. Do you really want players being able to run 3 Floodgates, 3 Canadias, or would you rather them be able to run 1 of each, or just 2 of one or the other, with like a Mirror Wall or Super Rush Headlong and some other stall cards? That is what I was trying to say. Some of these people are just thinking, oh my god, we just got to take the card completely out of the deck, so it can never be ran again, ever. You know, this card can never be used in any deck. It's completely just banished from the game. No, people need to really understand that difference between a ban, a limit, alright? A lot of people in the comment section were really fucking that up, and they were acting like, oh my god, I just got 1 copy of this card, I can never use it again. What the fuck are you people talking about? If it was banned, then you can't use it, but if it's limited or semi-limited, you can still use that card. You just have to think and be creative. I know it's hard for a lot of people, because there are a lot of sheeps in the Duel Links community, let's be honest. But, come on people, this allows for the game to be more creative, more wide open meta. That's more people coming in, more people enjoying the game. These are all good, positive things, okay? Calm the fuck down. Walla D. Now, this is the best part of this guy's post. Walla D is not used by top players because it's not that good. Walla D is not used by top players because it's not that good. I mean, right after he said that, or she said that, I was like, WTF, what the nani is going on here? How do I even approach that statement at all with a serious face? I can't. It is used a lot because it is a free-to-play option for a strong back row. Hitting it will just hurt the game, no ban. This guy just says it's not used by top players, but then he just says if you hit it, it's going to hurt the game. You guys can dissect that one in the comment section below, because I can just see that some people's faces turning red or purple trying to hold in their laughter because of that statement. Anyways, let's go to the next line. This is a long one, by the way. TTH, you know, Treasure Trap Hole with the last ban list. TTH is not as relevant, but it should be banned for how powerful it is. Banned. This guy just said it's not relevant, then he just says it needs to be banned for how powerful it is. Yep, okay, moving on. About D. About the D. Ooh. Okay, about the D, Mass Heroes. Anki was relevant even when deck counters like Amazonas and Fur Hire were full power. No wonder it deemed OP. It nerfed Anki. Should be the one hit. He is the problem. No mass change. Maybe. So, at least with that one, he agreed, right? Slow Book are just a mini tumor. A mini tumor. But any deck that can swarm the field has a good matchup against them, so I would say no ban, no ban. Again, I don't know if he's like misconstruing or misunderstanding the facts between banning and limiting, or if he's just typing it wrong, because I understand a lot of people come from different countries that are on the comment section. A majority are from, you know, English-speaking countries, you know, but there are a few that are not, so I can understand some of the you know, mistyping here, but I honestly, the way he said ban so many times, I feel like that's what he actually thinks he's talking about, or she's saying for that matter. I have no idea. But, yes, slow books do suffer from swarm decks. However, slow books are being used in a Blue Eyes deck build with Cosmo Brain, which has made them absolutely disgusting. And a lot of you have seen that deck, and I've seen a lot of comments hating on that deck below of that video that I did talking about these nerfs. So I understand some of your frustrations from that. I just don't think he is up to date with actually what's going on in this game right now. So I don't know. Anyway, then he brings up Cosmic and Galaxy Cyclone should not be banned. What the fuck is wrong with you? I still don't know where people got. I said that those cards need to be nerfed or banned. I specifically said in that goddamn video, I know some people can't watch more than a title because it's too much for them. But I absolutely said in that video that neither of those cards need to be hit because they already have their own built-in restrictions. Galaxy Cyclone can only hit face downs. before it can actually activate its second effect from the grave, which you also have to wait a turn for, and it's not a quick play. And I also said that Cosmic has that 1,000 life point cost, which is pretty hefty now in the game, especially with Onslaught not being there, that, you know, it's got its own building restriction in that manner. So I really do not know where some of these people still got that from, apparently not paying attention to the video. And then he says, back row removal. Every game has staples, and this are fair staples, no ban. So, again, I still don't know what the hell he was talking about. Vampires are just a recent deck. Let them live more, no ban yet. And then I even commented to this guy. I said, bro, Vampires, where have you been for the past few months? A recent deck? Nani? That deck has been out for months now. What is he talking about? And the cards that I said to hit were cards that's been in the game for a long time, which, of course, was Samurai Skull. Samurai Skull was the only card that I said needed to be hit with Vamps, and that card is extremely powerful because it can mill a card on summon, unlike Godzuki that you actually have to activate it. So you can actually Canadia early. If you Canadia or Floodgate a a Samurai Skull, they're still going to get their mill off. So yes, definitely needed hit. Alright, and then he says, Amazon Swordswoman, that card just live in Cancer deck, banned. Okay, maybe don't ban her because every game needs an evil deck. This guy's or gal's comment is just absolutely hilarious. Definitely enjoyed that one. It gave me a good laugh and a good chuckle. All right, we got Manuel Gutierrez. I hope I said that right. I got some Latino friends, and I would be ashamed of myself if I said that last name incorrectly. So I hope I didn't. I'll be scolded. All right. Wow, you sound like you're very salty. Again, this was a discussion video. Now, I will say in this comment, this guy or gal again was a lot more lenient in what they said. This was a little bit more of an analytical approach than just straight up hate. So I do appreciate this one. This one was kind of on the border, but yeah, they said so you sound very salty. You should take a break, lad. Which, you know, we can all use a break. I'd done that once before, by the way. Remember, I stopped playing the game for like a month. With the exception of Treacherous, I totally disagree with you. So they were in agreement with just Treacherous, and then after that, it's completely no. I mean, you want to target all the used cards. After that, what will be the meta? The problem is, most of the cards that I actually said that needed to be target don't really change the meta. The meta would still be what it is now, except it would be less toxic, and you wouldn't see such generic back row being used in every single deck. Most of my cards that I actually chose for that list in that video were mostly just traps. I was really talking heavily about Treacherous, Floodgate, Canadia. Those were really my big targets that I talked about in that video. Other than that, it was a few Tekken cards here and there, or a couple monsters here or there for certain select decks. But none of those metas would actually die. They would just be changed and have to be made more creatively and more balanced. So, again, I don't know where people get when you talk about limits and semi-limits that you're just absolutely trying to kill the deck. No, I'm not trying to kill decks. I'm trying to make these decks a lot less powerful. That way the meta is more balanced. We have more freedom, more control over our decks, and we're not completely confined by one or two things, especially with the 6 back row that people are always running the same of. 3 Floods, 3 Canadias, 3 Walladees, you know, throw in a Treacherous and a Spellbook deck, you know. Those are the things that I really wanted to see hit and changed, and a lot of people are just completely misconstruing, understanding all of that for some reason. And then he says, after that, what will be the meta? Blue Eyes and Vampires. Well, that's funny because Blue Eyes would be hit because Blue Eyes are running Spellbooks, and I said to hit Fate, so they'd be getting hit. And guess what? I also said to ban Treacherous. Again, another card that would be hit. I even said Vampires need to get hit a little bit by hitting Samurai Skull. So where are these people not paying attention to the video? I don't understand. But anyways, let's keep going. By the way, Vamps are extremely good, and it will be even more with the cards you just mentioned that should be targeted. No, they won't, because I just said what to hit. I mean, you could also semi-limit Grace if you really want to go the extra mile. I can at least play different builds because some of these cards are in the game, something which I believe I would be unable with your thinking. Back to my point, people confusing banning and limiting cards. I don't understand where these people, I don't know, where are these people going to school at? Hogwarts? Because we know the other guy didn't learn any English from Hogwarts. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Take a break. Lad, no insult when I say it. Believe changes that should be made are elsewhere and not on the current list. There are changes that need to be elsewhere. I can agree with that. But there are definitely changes that need to be changed with the actual cards that are being used and utilized in the game as well. Those are definitely not you know, Null and Void, they need to be changed as well, as among a million other things, but that would be a whole other video for another day. Alright, let's just nerf everything, only that way you'll be happy. Only that way you will be happy. So, let's just nerf everything. See, this is a troll comment because really there was no substance to it. There was really no groundwork. He just kind of just threw that one-liner out there, and that was it. Now, the problem with this is we discussed cards, a select group of cards that have been in the game for a long period of time, right? But he wants me to nerf everything, so I'll be happy. Cool. Okay, bro. So, let's look to the TCG ban list and list, how long it is. And how that changes and interchanges every single month, and how, or every other few months. I think it's like every 4 or 5 months or whatever that they make these new changes to the list. Our list in Duel Links is extremely tiny, and we do have at least a couple thousand cards, I would say, by now in the game. We got at least 2,000 or 3,000 cards in the game, I think. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but nonetheless, if you compare, there's like what, 9,000 cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Like if you want to go TCG wise and compare how big their list is, our list is pretty small in comparison for this period of time and how many cards we actually have in a game. That I would say throwing a few more on there here and there is not really that big of a deal. But let's just ban everything because why not? Okay. And then this was our final one. This guy might be the biggest savage in the world. This guy might be the biggest hater in the world. This dude hit me where it hurts. This guy actually legit roasted me. He said that we need the Beaver Warrior needs to be limited to 1. Like, it needs to be hard limited to 1. This actually almost gave me a heart attack, because what if this was a reality? I think I would shit myself. I don't know what I would do with my life in Duel Links. My favorite card, my strongest card that I have in my deck, my ace card, the card that I hope that I top deck, the card that if I have 3 of them in my deck, I automatically win. Freaking Beaver effing Warrior. Nothing can stop that card. And he wants it limited to 1. I don't know what I would do with my life. I'd have to quit Duel Links. I'd have to quit a life. My Beaver Warrior is what I live and enjoy about Duel Links. There's nothing I can do without Beaver Warrior. He's my companion, my friend, my ace, my savior, my win condition. He's just too open. I'm just playing with you guys. I had to throw this one in here. I love you so much, Daniel. But that was like the best comment that I read. I had to throw it in there to give it some attention, give it some love. Maybe some people go to that other video and drop some likes for you, because that comment was absolutely hilarious. I did enjoy that. Totally a meme, but I still wanted to throw that in there. But I hope you guys enjoy this, reading the hate comments. We had some really good ones, and some really seriously triggered people. We had a lot of people that were just completely misunderstood or confused about what I was actually trying to say in that video. But I wanted to make this enjoyable and as fun as possible. And no hate to none of the people that comment in here. Don't take anything in this video serious. This was all just for a good, fun old time with you and all my subscribers and people that are not even subscribed, that just come in and check out some videos, or maybe some people who just want to come in and hate the video. I mean, that's cool too, right? You know, it's all just fun and games. It's YouTube, it's social media. You can't really take much of this serious, you know. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do one in the future if we ever get another raunchy video. I don't know. We'll see. But I do appreciate all you guys leaving the comments, either if it's love or hate or in between. I do enjoy them. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll make a video about all my best and most hilarious comments ever on the channel. We'll see if I can get enough thrown together for that. Until next time, make sure you subscribe if you're new to become an Impact player today. Join us in the Discord below. And drop a like if you did. Comment below what you guys think. If any of these are funny, did you agree with some of these? Did you not agree with some of them? I don't really care. I want to read. Can't wait to see them. Until next time, as always, peace.